Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Megabucks Singles Coed Championship. We're coming to you live from Steinway Billiards in Astoria, Queens, New York. I'm Upstate Al of AZB-TV, and this is a live stream co-production alongside with NYC Grind jumping on board. And before we get underway with this match, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors before we get started. First and foremost, azbilliards.com, the world's largest pool and billiards website. You want any kind of information of pool locally or around the world, there's the place to go to, azbilliards.com. They have forums, you name it. Go over there and just browse the website, read some of the articles. You can also post what's going on in your area if you want to post your live stream or a tournament coming up and you want to gather some more players that maybe don't know about it. That's the place to go and post it, that's for sure. azbilliards.com. And if you do want to post, you have to be a member. Well, you know what? Membership is free. Feel free to go over to azbilliards.com. We also would like to thank Simonis Cloth and Aramith Bowls, the world's largest supplier of billiard cloth and, of course, the best balls in the world, Aramith. We also would like to thank the TAP League, the best amateur league in North America, for jumping on board. The Kings of Vapor also, and also the Kings of Billiards out in Akron, Ohio. Got a lot of pool happening out there right now in Akron. And Livestream News Group on Facebook. You can elect to go over to the Facebook and search out Livestream News, and that's the logo you see at the top of the page there, and suggest to be a member. I think we have close to 7,000, if not more. Well, how about Ozone Billiards? OzoneBilliards.com. Vincent Morris's main sponsors here on the Megabucks Tour, Ozone Billiards. And that's where you want to go if you want to find any information on this tour here. It's called Megabucks. They had 96 players this weekend. Tomorrow we're going to continue. It's GoPlayMega.com. 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball all in one place. The winner of the leg gets to choose the discipline, which game they want to play. That's the tournament here. We also would like to give a big shout out to Ron Mason of Gotham City Technologies, the IT guy to go to if you have any kind of problems with any kind of device, whether it be a cell phone all the way to your desktop, laptop, iPads. That's the place to go to, Gotham City Technologies. He's also building websites, and he's also hosting the website. So everything all combined right into one. You don't get automated tellers. You actually get in touch with Ron Mason, handling all the work behind the scenes. Universe Clothing, universeclothing.com. Jumping on board with Upstate Al and AZB-TV. Nick, the whole crew. They were the Moscone Apparel, official Moscone Apparel. Universeclothing.com. Make sure to check them out. And of course, our host for this tour and this tournament, Steinway Billiards, Maniana, George, the whole crew, behind the curtains, the waitresses doing a superb job. Every one of these players gets a voucher ticket for food here at Steinway. 96 players got vouchers. And just to give you a little more insight into the Megabucks, there they go, 2015. Congratulations to those three players right there, and you can see their names right below. And that DUC name is actually pronounced Duke, and one of the players that made the qualifier. Each player gets round-trip airfare. They get 9 to 10 nights in Rio, and 2 tournament formats, 8-ball and 9-ball, and they get $300 cash bonus for each qualified player. GoPlayMega.com. And this is their motto right here. Why settle for less when you can have more trophies, more cash awards, more free trips? Megabucks Amateur Pool League, 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball. GoPlayMega.com. All right, here's the 2 players that we're going to get underway with. Jashua. Joshua's last name is Morancie. And John Lemon. There you see it. And now they're going to lag for the break. And once they lag for the break, like I said, the winner of the lag will determine what discipline they're going to play. And I just heard via the overhead microphone, it's going to be 10 ball. Now, I got to know the handicap here because the handicap's pretty far spread out. One is a M8, the other one is a M4. So if they're playing 10 ball, it's going to be a race to 11. So I would imagine it's 4 games on the wire, probably going to 11. Not sure. All right, 6 games on the wire, going to 11. 6 games on the wire, going to 11. I have to remind myself. Now, who gets the 6 games? Okay, John gets the 6 games. All right, I stand corrected. The spot is 6 games on the wire, and he gets the 8 ball. Now, that's new to me, but so is the whole tournament. It's a great tournament. Everybody likes it. They're filling out the formal paperwork before the match, and each game that's marked on the paper, both players have to sign official. Dress code, you can see the whole 9 yards. I'm trying to swing the camera over. For those of you that haven't seen some of the dress code, I believe every one of the gentlemen are wearing a vest, collared shirts, slacks, and shoes. And the women are wearing casual slacks. Some of them are wearing a vest. Some of them are just very casually dressed. See this young lady right here? And we're going to have a surprise commentator come in the booth in just a little bit. As soon as she gets in, you guys probably don't know who it is. But, so it appears Jashua opened up the break when we had our eyes closed. And we got a guest commentator in the booth, and I know you guys don't know this young lady. She goes by the name of Snooki. And it's not the one from the beach. It's Snooki from the Bronx with Jenny. Only kidding. It's the original Snooker.
Hey, how are you?
Hi, good. Nice to see you. I'm glad you made it. What a field. 96 players. Unbelievable.
That's great. It's a great tournament.
You ever play in this tour?
No, I haven't.
It's interesting.
I've been invited to play several times, and
very interesting.
Unfortunately, it kind of conflicts with my schedule, and so I can't commit to the days.
Yeah, well, that happens.
But I've seen a lot of good things happen, and a lot of great players starting to come about from these leagues, and they're doing really well. I took a peek before. I just got here a little while ago, so I was just taking a peek at some of the tables before I came over to say hello to you.
Right.
I'm quite impressed with some of these players.
Well, one thing that I noticed early in the morning, well, players meeting anyway, well, before the players meeting was Vincent Morris, the tournament director, telling everybody, look, if you didn't bring your dress clothes, you might as well go home and get them now because you got an hour or two because you're not going to be able to play. And you keep look around. That's a big pet peeve of mine when it comes to pool, you know.
Right. Yes, you and I have had this discussion actually before, as far as the dress codes and how things, you know, it's just your appearance should be respectable rather.
Absolutely.
Just as your game. You know what I mean?
I mean,
I'm all for comfort. Believe me.
Well, this doesn't make you uncomfortable.
Well, some people they might not be used to it. However,
Like me, I only get dressed up when I go to court.
But,
well,
you know, I mean, there are some people who might find this slightly uncomfortable, only because, well, think about it. I mean, when you start coming up and playing pool and you're hanging out with your friends or the fellas are hanging out, you know, they might come and, you know, have a beer, you know, something lighthearted, you know, a night out. And so most of the time, unless you're coming straight from work and you are in business attire, for the most part, you're used to a little more comfort. Should I say?
If I come from work in my business attire, it's going to be like in one of those G-strings, you know, so I'm a stripper.
Well, it depends on what line of work. If you're doing that now, you just told everyone at home what you do.
That's okay. I'm not ashamed of that. I bought 3 buildings.
Wonderful.
No, but getting back to it, yeah, I think it's very nice. I think it's, I think when you have somebody tune in, you know, to watch a game of pool, whether it be a young mom or young parents, you know, and a teenage son or daughter that's, you know, a pool player, saying, hey, wait a minute, you know, this game's really not that bad.
Right.
You know, it's not that smoke-filled jeans, heavy overcoat type of place. You know, it's class. It's classy.
Right. Well, think of, I mean, not for nothing, pretty much think of any sport that you see. You think of basketball, soccer, you know, they're all in uniforms. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So, I mean, of course, obviously, to distinguish players from your team and things like that.
This is the universal uniform.
This is the universal pool uniform.
Right, exactly. And Universe Clothing jumping on board with Upstate Owl. Make sure to check them out. I'm wearing their sweatshirt. I got shirts underneath. They're all I'm comfortable.
That was a nice segue, wasn't it?
Yeah, I know how to feed in there. Almost kicked the 3. Look at the 310. If the 4 ball wasn't there, I would say that he would have the combination.
He is looking at it, though.
Being the player that he is, getting 6 games on the wire, he's actually an M4 handicap. And if that 4...
he's actually calling the 10 in the corner.
Is he really?
He's calling the 10.
He might have a half a pocket.
He might, yeah, I was just going to say, he probably has a half pocket. And sometimes you can just squeeze the ball by there, so...
Right.
I particularly like to run out from here, but...
Well, he's... ooh, mama. That was pretty close.
Yowza. He got fortunate, too, you know.
Two-wayer.
He got fortunate to get hooked behind that 6. He does have a 1-rail kick off to the left.
Oh, they have to call shot and call safety.
Oh, is that what's going on?
Yeah, that's part of the rules.
Okay,
I forgot all about that.
I wasn't sure about that.
So you go ahead, big boy, and you swing it. That's what Joshua just said to John. Go ahead. Your shot. Well, see the referee in the background there. There's 6 of them roaming around. That's another thing I like about the tour.
Swing and a miss.
You know, you got referees in full attire, standing in strategic areas where nobody has to yell, hey, I need you over here to watch a shot. They're in areas where they can whisper. And I got news for you. Don't try to walk through if you're a pedestrian here. Because the referees will stop you and say, excuse me, you can't walk through here because there's a match going on.
There are a couple of steps to go down into the playing area, and I can see, with the exception of one that kind of gives access to the other side of the pool room, the 2 other staircases and the 1 ramp off to the side, they're all blocked off. So this is legit.
Yeah.
These guys, you know, this tournament is taken seriously, and they don't want anyone to walk about and disturb the players.
Walkabout. I like that. Walkabout. I heard that in Crocodile Dundee. Walkabout. I like that. Are you from Australia?
I am not.
Oh, okay. Just wonder if you were from down under. Don't elbow me like
I'm
that.
down under.
I'm kidding,
I'm
guys.
downtown, maybe downtown Manhattan.
Well, you know what? Joshua is really starting to show his stuff here, and now you know why he can afford to give John 6 games on the wire. I think he's considered a grandmaster. Let me look it up. No, he's an M8. He's not a grandmaster. A GM is a grandmaster. Yeah, 6 games on the wire. That's heavyweight. But I guess he can pull it off because the way he just ran out, a few balls right there, getting pretty good position, and he's going to put a beat up on his side of the scoreboard. That's for sure. 61.
Yes.
Having some fun.
All right.
Hey, Lucasi happens to be your sponsor.
Yes, sir.
Introducing Lucasi Hybrid, a whole new level of performance and technology. A cue with the revolutionary X-Shocks dampening system, eliminating vibration. G5 grip technology for enhanced traction and stability results in maximum cue control. Total sweet spot construction means unmatched power. And the Zero Flex Point ferrule provides dead-on accuracy, giving you the confidence you need in every shot. Lucasi Hybrid, the only cue that matters.
And we're back. Lucasi Hybrid, Lucasi Custom Cues. Wes in the
I love my cues.
You do, huh?
I really do.
I think they should make you one that has, like, I love my cue, Snooky. You know, Diana Rojas. I love my cue, a.k.a. Snooky. That'd be nice. Gotta feed that off to Wes.
Maybe I'm gonna send that that request over.
Well, hopefully they're tuned in.
All right, so now we got a nice rack. Took him a minute to rack those balls.
Going into game 8, but keep in mind the 6 games for John Lemon. Originally announced John Lennon on paper in front of me. Is John Lemon got 6 games on the wire, and that's why he leads 6-1. And this is what you're watching, folks. Megabucks Amateur Pool League, 8-ball, 9-ball, and 10-ball. Jashua Morancie up at the table.
Nice kick. He got fortunate. I thought, from the looks of it, he was going to hit it and kind of leave him straight down. I mean, he's got a cut shot. It's quite steep cut shot.
Amateurs can fool you.
Yes, you're right. But I think I'd like a safety from here.
That's what he's doing. Bringing the rock way back up the table. Using the 5 as a blocker. The Orange Crusher.
I got to remember that not everyone is aggressive as I am sometimes on table.
Well, he did play it safe. Got fortunate that he got, in that line.
Absolutely.
But he did play it. So Joshua faced with his second kick.
He's coming to the down rail with a lot of left-hand English and kicks it perfectly. And gets another save.
I'm liking it. Steve Kurtz says, Snooky.
Steve Kurtz, how are you?
And Snooker says, I'm the original Snooker, Snarry.
Oh, my goodness. I know who this is. I know who
So do I.
is.
So do I. I'll give you a hint. On the West Coast. I know who it is. Trust me. All right, here we go. Looks like he's going to try to masse it partially around. Whoa, shot it so fast. We almost missed it, but he didn't miss it. He made it. Good position on the 2.
The host Sonari thing.
The host?
I can't tell you
the
the whole
most?
Sonari story, really, but I can tell you how the Sonari itself happened.
The Snarry? Oh,
Sonari.
that's
what, I'm going to tell you what the
is
Sonari
that an inside thing now?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
But,
Let the cat out of the bag with the kitten.
A friend of mine, He did something and was apologizing, but we were like laughing about it. He started laughing about it, and so he meant to say sorry, sorry,
Oh, it's one of
Snooki.
those typos.
No, I mean he wasn't typing. He literally said, and he wanted to say sorry, Snooki,
Oh,
and he
okay.
was laughing so hard he said snarry. So that's the whole joke now. So it's just
Oh, all right. Got you there, Snooker.
it's one of those dyslexic moments. That you kind of brain fart a little. And
Oh, that was
says
Steve
snar-
Kurtz that said snarry.
Yeah,
Oh, he
it's-
must have been in it. All right.
He knows about it because he knows the mutual friend.
Oh, okay.
So that's what happened. So instead of sorry, Snooki, he said snarry. So that's where that comes from. And I'll tell you the story later.
All right. Wow. You know what? For that gentleman that just ran out that rack prior to this one to miss that 3 ball is not the same guy.
No. I'm still laughing about snarry.
Gotham City Technologies. And John Lemon says to Joshua, go ahead there, big fella. You missed it. You deal with it. And I think he can actually make this with a masse off the rail first. And he's got to be careful with the cue ball getting trapped up behind the 7-8 if it spins out hard.
Ooh,
Well, didn't hit the 3.
swing and a miss. Now, what do you feel about the call shot, call safety?
I like it.
Do you like it?
I think it's professional.
I like it. With respects that eliminates a lot of the luck factor. It's shoot your intended shot. You know
Right.
what I mean? You
Yeah.
make it. You shot at that pocket. That's where it should go.
It might favor the better player,
Correct.
but I think it's implemented the right way.
Right.
And they allow jump cues here, short jump cues, and I think that's good too, because the manufacturers are really working their tails off, a lot of them, to make these jump cues, and make it in the pool and billiards industry. So
About the only thing that this game I'm sorry, 1 second, because we are being tapped in by the tournament director. Sorry, Al had to step away for a second. But I'll tell you guys at home. But about the only thing that I feel that the call shot, call safety, holds the two-way shot against you. There's a lot of times players will elect to play a two-way shot. For instance, if you've got like the 9 ball, the 10 ball, whatever game you're playing, maybe in the jaws of a pocket somewhere, and there might be a way that you can shoot, one shot and get a carom over to the 10 to win the game. You have to call one or the other. So if you shot a two-way shot in a regular game, it would be great. But in this with this setup, with this concept, you're not doing that. So you were tapping me. I was like, I didn't know what you were.
all right, we're back in the booth. We're rocking it out. Down to the 5. Right. Vinnie Morris, the tournament director from Megabucks, says if we have any kind of graphics for Gotham City Billiard Club, that we should put them up on the screen. And guess what? We do. Where? Ask me again.
Where? It's coming up. How about that?
It's in the bank. Isabel and Kevin Buckley.
I was just telling the folks at home as far as the call shot, call safety, that about the only thing that might hinder in the players, should I say, their vault, is the two-way shot. You know,
Right.
there are times where you have a possible shot at the cheese, or the 9 or the 10, depends on what what game you're playing, and you might elect to want to try a two-way shot. And if that's the case, you can't particularly do that in this with this setup. because it's call shot, call safety. So you need to call one or the other. You might call one and the other one goes in, then you're left with nothing.
Right.
So I do like the concept. I do like the call shot, call safety, but I do believe that there are times where you might, and it's not just about hitting an object ball either. You might have a two-way shot as far as making a ball and playing safe at the same time. So that's another two-way shot scenario that this game eliminates.
You know, actually, you know, a lot of people have been talking about that two-way shot. It takes it away. You know, people are starting to find loopholes now because, you know, if I'm a good jumper with a full-length cue or a short cue if they're allowed, I can actually play it like play the shot, play the cue ball behind a rack of balls.
Exactly.
And my incoming opponent's going to say, well, you can take it, you know, and then if you can jump them real well.
Wow, that's an unfortunate miss.
So that opens up the two-way shot in your favor.
He's off to the side a little disappointed. But, however, he didn't leave him a gimme here. I'm sorry to cut you off.
No, that's good. No, you're good. You go right ahead, girl. You go, girl.
He's decided to give him like I said, it's not a gimme, and so he did turn the table back over to Jashua.
Did I miss any scores? It's still 6-1. Still 6-1. All right.
Yes.
We're with the program. Just to bring up the date, Vincent Morris, gentleman that runs this tour, along with many others, a lot of employees, says that he would like to throw Gotham City Billiard Club up there, since we have Gotham City Technologies. He also said Ron Mason beats up on him a lot. So we're going to do that.
Ron is a force that's been running people into headaches.
So the 9-ball on the 50-yard line. Let's put this up there real quick. It's 96th Avenue U. There you go, baby. Gotham City Billiard Club. Kevin and Isabella Buckley. I want to give a big shout out to them. Many tournaments there. In fact, we have a few big tournaments coming up. And they're thinking about starting their own tour, which is nice.
That's
like
right.
that.
I like that too. They've been doing quite a lot for the players and not just like pros, but the amateurs, and that is an area in which I believe needs and requires the extra help. Just to get the players a little more involved, maybe get them a little more excited about playing. A lot of them a little shy away a little from some of these tournaments because of the caliber of players that are in they're in the tournaments and reaping some good benefits from playing their tournaments. I mean, but you go to an amateur event. And you find, look at today, you said 96 players?
96 players, yeah. They got something big happening tomorrow. Well, it looks like Joshua, missed that. Yeah, they have something big coming tomorrow. I'm not sure the name of it. I'll update you guys tomorrow on it. But something about the best of the West or best of the East, or I don't know. Something happening. There's a lot of names going out there thrown around, though. So all day today, in droves, slowly but surely, because everything is scheduled out really nicely here. It's not rush, get on the table, you're up next, get on the next one, get on this. It's every 2 to 2.5 hours, as we have a player timeout, I believe. And Joshua looks like he went. Anyway, the score is, hey, wait a minute, I put that on the wrong side, didn't I now?
Yes, you did.
I did. I'm capable at this point.
You made a boo-boo.
This point of time in my life.
You've been up a lot. You're tired.
My son right behind you. Blame him. He got me up at 2:30 in the morning. I've been up ever since.
Really?
Yeah. I was talking to Iggy. Iggy got up at 4. And I was posting before. I posted about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, I believe.
Well, I was here till the wee hours in the morning, too.
Well, yeah, there's stuff going on, huh?
You know.
You ain't hanging around for nothing,
No,
young lady.
of course not. You know all that good stuff I like.
There you go.
What's going on?
There's always something going on here. In fact, this weekend, not this weekend, after this weekend, next weekend, the film crew moves in from True TV. Yeah, we are here. Player timeout. So we're going to elect to leave the logo up there until they get back. And we're on a standby. Well, looks like Joshua made his way back. And is John here?
No, he's still away.
He stayed away. Okay, John Lemon back. Bring you up to date with the score, 7-1. Keep in mind, John Lemon got 6 games on the wire. I don't know what happened to Joshua. The first rack he ran out, I think he ran like 5 to 6 balls. He ran them out very nicely, respectfully, and
Well, you know, sometimes creepy things start happening at the table. You know, it can. This game is just like that. You know that for sure.
yeah, but I don't know.
Well, I think, you know, I think that the timeout might have done a little something.
I can tell you one thing, if you're taking the heat, you step outside for 3 seconds or 0.2 of a second, and you'll turn around and come back in, you'll be frozen. It's cold out there.
Yes, I think. I think they took a nature break in this case. I don't think that they went outside. It really is cold outside right now.
A nature break.
Well, you know,
A facilitator.
I don't want to be potty mouth.
I don't blame you. We're professional.
You missed a joke. I didn't want to be potty mouth.
Yeah,
oh,
I know.
My goodness. We're being silly. Yes.
Quite all right.
Okay.
That's
it
what
is.
we're here for. We're here to have a good time.
Okay, so I like. I have a one-way kick here, but he's got to use a little reverse past that 9. But
Tony Iggy says, funny how I just log in and I hear my name. Well, you must have had a good nap, pal. You were up at 4:30 in the morning, or maybe a little bit before. Good morning. Hope you're feeling okay. I didn't want to tell you not to rush it and stay in and relax a little bit. I know you really wanted to come out.
Iggy, you stay home.
Yeah, you should stay home.
You need rest.
You know, he wanted somebody to bring him here and babysit for him, just in case he wanted to leave. He didn't feel good, and he was going to pay all the expenses coming and going, you know, because he didn't want to just have somebody drive here for a half hour or so. And I wanted to tell him so bad, stay home, but, you know, he's a man, and he knows what he's capable of.
This is true, but you men don't know what's good for yourself sometimes.
You know, I didn't really want him here.
Is that right? Hey, Tony, you see that? I didn't say it.
And here comes his partner, Troy, New Jersey pool player, right behind him. Joking, you know that.
He fell a little short trying to draw this back. He punched it. He ended up punching that 2 ball and not quite getting the zhuzh.
Now he's got a kick.
Yeah, he's got an easy behind.
Probably going to hit the 4 ball.
Oh, look at this.
He didn't call it.
No,
so.
he didn't call it.
But gee whiz,
But
is he going to leave
wow.
the carom?
No, he's left him safe, and he's gonna turn this back to him.
I wouldn't turn this back to nobody. I'm jumping this 6 ball. It's 600 feet in the air and coming down right on top of that 3. Cue ball rolls to the 10 and trickles in.
That's how you and I think.
No, you got to kick it. You got to kick it. Either that or you know the good move here is pocket the 10 ball and give him ball in hand.
But
where's
well,
he putting the 3?
We have to think of their capabilities. This guy, John is an M4. Might not. Let's see what it, look. He kicked it. Okay.
And he got the rail.
You and I were thinking about jumping, clipping the 3, and doing all these very creative and
I'm playing
crazy.
the carom here. I'm thinning this 3 and coming back to this 10 ball. I'm thinning it.
I'm aggressive. I'm drawing that thing.
I'm firing the 3 ball into the right-hand side pocket, and I'm coming back with the cue rock.
I'm coming
right
back with the
10.
cue rock too, but I'm coming back with a draw. That's what you and that's the difference between you and I.
I can't draw a ball.
Oh.
Every time I try, it comes out like an egg. Unless I use like a cup. If I take a cup and trace around the bottom of it.
I would have definitely drawn that ball. I would drawn off the 3, right back to the 10 ball. But that's my my aggressiveness.
That 10 ball is just hanging there waiting
It's
for
just
somebody to clip
asking.
it.
Now, you know, if he's got at least half of this ball, you know what? He might be banking this to the 10. I don't think he can. Did he?
Iggy's
what
got
did
an
Iggy
inside
say?
joke. He's hit me with an inside joke.
Uh-oh. Nice save.
You going to Snookers? You know, believe it or not, and it's funny you should mention that. Regina just got in touch with me. And,
About tomorrow?
No, about going to Providence, Rhode Island. She actually did just get in touch with me.
I get emails from them sometimes. They're doing the whole Super Bowl thing.
Because I am doing the Hall of Fame banquet up there and the big tournament.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, they're inducting me into the New England Billiards Hall of Fame. That's when you know you get old.
Oh, my God. I had no idea. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome. Well deserved.
Get on the bus. We're going to have a charter bus right in front of Steinway, and anybody who's here gets a free ride up to Providence. You got to be here at 4 o'clock in the morning.
The
And
bus.
I'm only kidding.
I'm riding with you. What are you talking about?
Oh, my chest. Don't kill me tonight.
Listen, if you're going to drive, 4 hours, you're going to come get me, and then we'll drive another 5 to get out
Yeah,
there.
you know what it is? I go across the mountains up my way.
I figure you.
It's like 4.5.
You just don't want to come get me.
No, that's not the issue. It's just that then it turns into a 10-hour ride. That's literally a 10-hour ride.
Yeah,
Look at this.
but 5 of it is hanging out with me.
Oh, yeah, and that goes by like 5 minutes. Believe me. Next thing you know, we're in Connecticut. What GW Bridge? We never went over GW Bridge. We can go any way we want and wind up in Providence.
Who's that, Tony, still? The G-Dub.
Yeah, Iggy's out there and a couple of the guys out there. A few people out there.
I can't see
Thank
the
you,
chat,
everybody.
but
You don't have to see
I
the chat.
I know these people. Come on. You know I know these people.
Yeah, you do.
All right.
Alec gets thrown into the bus and runs over him twice backwards.
Now look at this battle. This 10 ball is still hanging here, and there's just a battle to try to get at it.
Well, that's good to hear, Ig. I'm sorry not to cut you short. Iggy's saying that he's feeling a lot better, and he's doing a lot better than yesterday. Well, that's good news, and keep yesterday coming.
Okay, nice kick on the 6. Like I was saying, it was just like a battle of who's going to get at this juicy 10 ball that's hanging there,
Still
but he's got a shot on the 6. He's got a cut shot in the corner, for sure.
I mean, keep today coming, Iggy. Many todays. Let's feel good and get back on that road. Looking forward to seeing you up in Snookers, by the way.
Okay, overcut that, and probably left a window. He left a window.
This is scary.
It is
I'm
scary.
thinning the 6 ball if I can on the right-hand side, paper thin, if he has enough room around that 9. And I'm bringing the cue ball back. I'm calling the 10 ball just in case, but I'm playing you safe that way. But I'm calling the 10 just in case. And that's the way he hit it.
You hit it great.
And I think you can't hit it any better than Upstate Al just hit it. Bada bing.
Awesome shot.
Wow, I play good from here, let me tell you.
Hitting, well, it's about to hit it. Did he not call that?
What? I put the score up and he didn't call it? Shame on him. He didn't listen.
He didn't call that. Oh, wow. I could have sworn he... his
Still
attention
7-1.
drove
Sorry.
it to the side now. I have no idea.
Why would you play that safe and not call the 10?
Wow, that's really surprising. I'm really surprised. But, sometimes all you're thinking about is just how to duck that ball. The reason it was so close, maybe he thought he wouldn't get there because the 9 was kind of in the path, and he probably didn't figure he can get all the way down there. But even just the possibility, you got a 10 ball hanging in a pocket, and you know the cue ball is somewhat coming down that way, you got to call it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you
gotta
know this
call it.
gentleman, Joshua, by any chance?
I've seen him around.
Is that his natural lunge stroke? Is that the way he lunges strokes like that?
From what I have seen, I don't know him very well. I have seen him around, and sometimes just the what I call the acknowledgement nod.
Don't mention acknowledgement.
Not
As soon as you say
acknowledge. Not acknowledgement.
All right.
The acknowledgement nod. When you kind of know someone and you don't really go through the regular little pleasantries of conversation. You
Cut
might
you
just
short.
Yes.
This gentleman just proved me wrong. He's not lunging and he's making balls. That's what he has to do, stay down. Now he's trapped up, but those last couple of shots, he stayed down and he made the balls. And he even stayed down on that kick.
All right, that was a nice kick. Unfortunately, he has left an open shot in the corner. And John back at the table.
John Lemon. Ooh, half a diamond. Man, he's got such a huge lead that if I was him, the WD-40 in the elbow would be moving. You got to loosen that arm up. You got to stay at the table more.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, sometimes when you know that you have such a lead, some players they get too relaxed. You understand? They just get a little too relaxed because they're real confident with this. But they got to remember why it is that they're getting such weight.
They can always look back at this tape.
Well, yes, but what I mean is that what I'm saying is that they have to remember if you're in a tournament and you're getting such big weight from someone.
Oh, he gets the 8 ball too. That's
yes,
right.
he gets the 8 ball.
Mamma mia! Yeah, go ahead.
When you're in a handicap tournament like the way this is set up, you have to remember why it is that you're getting this weight because your opponent is capable of giving you that, apparently, according to
charts and stats.
The charts and stats.
Yeah,
correct.
sure. Yeah.
So if that's the case, what in essence what we're saying is that Joshua is supposed to be able to give John these many games in a race to 11. So you can't afford to be that relaxed, even if you have such a giant lead that way. It's a mental game, you know that.
Well, I'm certified. Yes, I am.
You're certified mental? Or
You have to be to play this game. You got to go to Bellevue and get the certification.
Hey, I was born in Bellevue.
So was I.
Were you?
Yes.
Uh-oh. No wonder we get along so well. They gave us the same stuff.
They left me there 3 years in the basement.
Oh, no.
And they found me sucking on an old orange peel, and they felt bad for me, and they started feeding me.
Aw. How tender.
That orange peel was good.
And to this day, you won't eat an orange, no.
I love oranges.
Alrighty then.
Hey, the gas price is going down. How about that?
Isn't that wonderful?
Oh,
Oh, he's called the 8.
No, the 8
4,
ball is next
I'm
to
sorry,
the
the
side.
4 ball.
Yeah.
It's called the 4 ball.
You know, there was somebody that had the same issue that you had by not recognizing the colors. And what I did was I tilted this. I don't know if that helps you. Can you tell it's purple now compared to the black? It's not an eye test. You can't?
Oh, at this angle it's a little better, yes.
Oh, when you're right in front?
No,
Oh, move
I'm
over.
good. No, I'm good.
I can move you over. I'll pick you right up.
No, you won't.
Oh, yeah, I will.
I won't let you. That's why I know you won't.
Listen. All right. I'm going to be nice.
No, for those of you who do not know, I am a big girl, and he is not going to pick me. I am not going to let him pick me up. That's what it is. You're a strong boy. I understand that you can. Don't. You're funny.
You know,
I know you're a big, strong boy. Okay, I understand.
listen, we can do that.
I understand.
All right.
But
Joshua's
will
back
I
at the
let
table.
you?
Absolutely not.
Thank you.
I got a lot of respect for you.
All right. He's called the 2. He's already looked up at the table to see where the next shot is.
Well, it looks like he banked it. He jumped up on that stroke, you know.
Yeah, he two-stroked that shot too. He just got down on it and tried to make it.
I don't know what an M4 is like. Is it like D player or D plus or D minus? Or?
I'm not 100% sure.
Right. But
It is something to that effect. Yes, he's like a
you know,
D.
he could be.
M4 is probably.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
You know, even though he's jumping up, I'm talking about John Lemon, the gentleman coming up at the table. Even though he's jumping up, he got 6 games on the wire. He's beating Joshua 2-1.
Yes.
Playing even. But he does get the 8. Ball in mono. Ball in hand on the 5. Well, where were you earlier? The time is going so much quicker. Slow down time.
You needed me. I understand.
Yes, 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 yes.
Well, you and I always have a good time on the mic.
Yes. You know, yeah, go ahead. Tell everybody out there only on the mic.
Oh.
Somebody must be listening in and out there. Somebody's listening. Somebody must be in the chat. I know the deal here.
No.
That
no.
Snorri stuff is not getting out of my head. Trust me.
But I'm going to tell you about that.
No,
story
don't say it
later.
now.
Not now. I can't tell you that on.
Nice try. Jarred the pocket. Very nice try.
I could tell you the story on air,
No,
but I'm
no,
not
no,
going
no,
to.
no. I like the suspense. Well, you know what? I believe Joshua called the 6-ball cross side. Gonna have to. No, he played the safe. And what a nice safe this is. Watch the speed. Got to slow down and get right in the middle up here. Oh, close and almost. Good question, Troy. I'm not familiar with it, but I'm sure we can find out down the road. We are playing 10-ball. And I'm going to hand this paper over to Snooki because she's smarter than I am. She probably could read those numbers. Okay.
What is it that you want to know?
Whoa, an M4.
Yeah, but it only tells you.
Oh, that's the spots.
It only tells you the spots.
So an M4 plays an M8.
Yeah,
right?
an M4 and M8 he gets is
Oh, that's 10-ball. Yeah, that's the one we're playing. So what's the game there? 11, 5 on 8. I don't understand that.
5 games on 8 with. Did John get 6 games or 5?
6, and he's getting the 8. I don't know. Both players figured it out. They said we're good to go, so. Oh, it does say 6. Hold on. That does say 6 there.
That's M5.
Oh.
M4.
Oh, maybe he's an M5. Let me see this paper. He's an M4.
Yeah.
All right, we don't know. We'll leave it up to Vincent Morris, the tournament director, who's actually sitting up there. He's got a major camera. I'll tell you what, he looks like Channel 7 News out of Manhattan. This guy is doing everything under the sun to keep this tour going, promoting it.
Mm-hmm.
Professional photographers. I mean, it's just unbelievable. I'm
That's
glad
good.
to see that, yeah.
Okay, with another bead on his belt there.
John?
Yeah.
Wow, 9 going to 11. If Efren Reyes spotted you 9 going to 11, you would have to play.
Beep, yeah.
With the 8?
Self-censored.
With the 8?
Listen, I'm sorry, but I'm just going to have to try.
Yeah. I tell you what, I would be terrified if he said, let's bet 50,000.
Well, it's not about being terrified per se. It's just, you know.
I would be. My arm would be so stiff that
I'm a
when I went to stroke the ball, the stick would slip out and bust the window.
Listen, it's not that it's impossible. The guy could, you know, play. It's
He
not
can
like
hit you with it.
He can definitely hit me with it. But guess what? I'm a woman, but I'm gonna have to man up for that one.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely right. Absolutely right.
Just because.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, I'm laughing, but
And I'd
the
say
guy
we're
is
walking out the door with 50 G's. How about that?
Even if I gotta break him to do it.
He would play jam up safes and everything. It would just be scary. It'd be like walking into a door of razor blades. He would cut things in from across the world.
You know, I love Ephraim, but I'm gonna have to tell him that let's go outside for a second. Let's go outside for a second, all right?
Yeah, let me knuckle you up a little bit, pal.
Let me get a few little.
I like that shot. A little bit harder would have been better. This way you would have had the 110 combination. I think that's what he was trying to do.
Yeah, but he might have let it leak if that happened. But I agree with you. And that is a strategic way to play those kind of safeties and try to gain get more done with it than just safe the ball.
Right. It just goes to show that Joshua is at a brick wall. He doesn't know.
Yeah.
Well, now this is
now
going to
he
make
helped
it.
him out. It's not it's not a gimme,
You know,
but this is a little better than the other, and he's got to go for this.
You know, he gives the gentleman 6 games on 11.
I think he's got to go for
He's
this.
losing 9. Yeah, this is the.
Oh, he's going for a carom, not the combo.
Yeah, because the spin of the cue ball off the rail. He's going to try thin ball, left-hand English. He's got to hit it with a little left to spin the rock into the rail and then the ball, and he hit right behind the ball, and that's why it didn't go in.
That's why it's dangerous.
And this
That's
is
why
what
it's
happens.
dangerous.
It's going to put
I
John Lemon to the hill.
On the hill, should he make it. But it's got to be quite unfortunate if he doesn't.
If he doesn't make this, then he can't drop a ball and hit the floor. And there you have it. The young gun, John Lemon, on the hill, folks. The last stream match of the night. We will be back tomorrow approximately noon with some master blaster people coming in here. That's all I understand. I'm going to find out the terminology that they used. In fact, Vincent is sitting right off to my right here with his camera. Wow, check this out, guys.
What's that?
This is crucial. And for you guys that never played on this tour, I want you to listen to this, and you got to hear it, okay? Everybody that got knocked out of the tournament today can come back tomorrow, no entry fee, $500 added
Wow, that's
in a separate
fantastic.
tournament.
That's fantastic.
No entry fee. $500 added.
That's nice.
Plus,
can I pretend that I was part of it?
Nah, that's not going to work.
Damn.
Not as long as I'm sitting here. All right, plus the continuation of the regular
The
tournament.
regular tournament. That's great.
So anybody that got knocked out, free entry, $500 added tournament.
That's really nice. That's great. I like that. You sure I can't come in tomorrow?
We can, yeah, you have to come in tomorrow.
Oh, this is who you want me to sit in the box with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one. The one ball right into the corner. It's got the window. Mm-hmm. And on the hill, I'm suspecting him to thread this needle and pocket this right between the jaws and get positioned on the 2. Since he's on the hill, He feels probably like Mike Siegel did when Mike was 22 years old right now. Corner pocket he calls, and that's the way it has to be. Splits the jaws and doesn't get position on the 2, but made the 1 ball. That, you know, it's things like that, what Vincent Morris is doing, that's pulling people into the tournament to play. Besides the dress code, besides the referees and the professionalism and the time slots, doesn't, you know, you got time slots every 2 hours, doesn't push you right into play your next match right away. Plus, everybody that's in the tournament, that signed up for the tournament, gets a food voucher. So 96 players got a food voucher so they can have lunch here at Steinway.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. It's a
win-win,
yeah.
I would say. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of good tours around, you know, and a lot of good tours happening right here in Steinway Billiards. So definitely come by Steinway Billiards. The posters are all over the walls, and some of them are out on the windows there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you want to play in any one of those tours, believe me, get in touch with these guys because there's a lot of pool happening here.
Okay, he's going for the 10. Playing the carom again. Well, the thing is, if he doesn't make it, he's going to probably be safe, and he'll have to worry about that.
You might hang it up again.
Well, he might hang it up, but even if he doesn't hang it up, even if it comes back, say he... What I'm saying is that should he had hit it, should he hit it better than that, he would have probably been saved with the 2.
You see how he's shooting now? He was missing everything under the sun. Now he's on the hill. The arm is a little loose. He's calmed down. He knows that he just about has the game in the bag. If he doesn't, you know, he's leading 10-1. If Efren gave you 10 games on the wire going to 11, would you take it? So
I said yes to 9. What do you mean?
Well,
and I don't have to like it. I don't have to like it, but like I said, I'm a woman, but I got to man up for that one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I'd have to, you know. It's no gimme, but guess what? Things happen. He could make a little boo-boo. Okay, we have a little safety play happening here. I like the cue ball right behind that 6-8.
Got to get a rail. He didn't even
no.
hit it. How about the 3-10? Does John Lemon get hungry here and attempt to play this 3-10 right into the side pocket? Or does he try to lock him up safe again? He might try to lock him up safe.
He hit the 3. He hit the 3.
Oh, did?
Yeah,
Oh, I saw the 4 move.
Yeah, because they were frozen on there.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, you can see him trapped up behind the 6 and the 10. He's going to have to kick it.
I like the 2-rail kick here. Short rail, long rail, right by the side pocket. He's going the other way. I kind of don't like this because he's flirting with the side pocket there. 1, 2. See, if he had gone just a little wider than that, he could have been in the soup with that in the side pocket. I would have liked it. I would liked him to use the bottom rails for that. But giving him ball in hand, let's see what he does. Now he wants to pocket 3 in the side pocket and go up table and back towards the 4.
Too
Somebody
hard.
hit that a little too hard,
And wound up shooting it in the upper corner.
which is okay. Actually, he got pretty good, actually, considering he hit that way too hard. And he's left the window. Can he cut this? And he's already squatting to look. I think another half rotation would have done it. But I think he called a safe here because I don't think he can pocket this 5. He did call a safe. Wow. And
Good thing for 9 balls. Or else I'm firing this combination into the corner.
he might try to fire it in the side pocket if there's any space between
Ooh, I
those at all.
like that. I like that.
If there's any space between.
Tunnel vision, baby. Right into the tunnel. I like that. 9 ball carom off the 10 into the side pocket is a possibility. You've got to whack it.
I told you I get creative and.
Yeah, it depends on the he
called
called
it. He called it.
Snooker's on the job. Look out.
Telling
I don't
you.
know if the 9's high enough, low enough for the 10 to go in. Let's
I don't know.
wet
We're
it.
going to find out in a second.
Yeah, it was too high.
It was too high. But, you know, it is what it is. I mean, come on. The guy has you is in the lead by so much. I mean, you got to try something.
Yeah.
The balls got tied up. What are you going to do, you know? And he might feel comfortable knowing, giving him a shot. Again, it's about how you feel at the table. You know that you're giving this guy.
I don't feel comfortable giving anybody that on
No,
the hill
I
a
don't.
shot.
I don't either. The caliber players that we play is it's a little different in this situation.
Yeah, I know, but
But
I don't care.
I don't believe you. I agree with you. I don't believe that you
I'm
should
stepping on your shoulder and putting you under the quicksand.
step on my shoulders.
Oh.
You can massage my shoulders.
We're coming at it, baby.
Don't
We're playing for keeps here.
All right. I like a safety battle here, but
Don't forget, folks, tomorrow, starting at noon, not only the continuation of the regular tournament, anybody that got eliminated today has a free entry and $500 added tournament.
free. Did you hear that, folks? Free.
It's amazing. Might be out of his game, 7 ball for life. I don't know. I don't know these players. I'm sure that the tournament directors know them, being they play on the league. You know, it could be, he knows he's on the live stream, and he knows everybody's watching, or he thinks, I believe he got the web address from Ustream for the AZB TV channel for my son. So he could have a lot of his folks watching, and that could play in your game. So whether he shoots better, I thought from the opening break, the way he ran those few balls, I don't know if you caught that. From the opening break, he ran like 5 or 6 balls in a row almost perfectly, if not 95% perfectly. And I thought we were in for this guy Jashua is going to tie this up in a matter of no time as fast as he ran those balls out. I can tell you one thing, he's sweating. He's taking the heat. Get a Band-Aid.
All right, he's turned the table back over to Joshua. Again, not real favorable shot, but I'll take it. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm back at the table. I mean, wouldn't you just love to see a comeback?
Listen, love it. But probabilities, not the way Joshua is starting to shoot. See, he's down, and then he turns around and calls a shot. He should do that before he gets down.
Yeah, I don't know if this is his usual demeanor at the table, or it's because he might be feeling a little defeated at the moment. You know what I mean? Like that could possibly be it at this point. You know what I mean?
They are amateurs,
Well, yeah.
Couple ingredients here that might spook them.
This is true.
know?
But again, sometimes you're sitting there and think the rolls aren't going your way, and you might feel a little defeated. So that might be the case at the moment. And so Joshua, bearing down on a ball, his demeanor was, he looked over at John and decided to then call the shot after he's down on the ball. That's when you have to have your most focus on your shot and your ball,
Yeah.
But again, it might very well be because of the situation at hand. All right, he's called a safe. He just wants to put that. He hit it too hard, but he hit it too hard where Jashua has a shot on the 7, but not enough to save him altogether.
And this usually happens when you're down by that drastic amount of games. This is what you come to the table looking at when your opponent starts to play sharp. From the opening game, maybe he took he might have took John for granted.
For granted, Right.
I don't know. There's a lot of things. I mean, who am I to say? I've seen pros, and we called matches on pros where it didn't seem like they can hit a cushion.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely
so
right.
You never know how somebody's day is going. Or I can tell you one thing: he's not having a good day. Or a good night, anyway. He's not only giving him 6 games on the wire to start, he actually gives him the 8 ball on top of it. Maybe, and then the guy getting the 8 ball hits you with that.
Yowza.
Hit 8 ball on the side, and he can end it right here.
Well, he's obviously going to...
He's banking it instead of putting it right in the side pocket. He called a bank. Why is that?
Well, honey, because, again, they're amateurs. There's certain things that they're not... They don't realize it's easier, you know what I mean? When they see...
And he hits you with the slow-mo Joe right into the pocket. No.
Whoa.
Second wind.
This is
Hold
something.
on, folks.
This is
Sorry.
something that he will very much probably look at on the replay.
Yeah.
If he decides to watch his match, and if he doesn't know, then hearing us talk about it is going to make him realize that, you know what, I could have cut that into the side pocket with no fear of scratching anywhere.
Right.
So it's a learning experience. People don't don't always know what they're. Again, you and I have commentated on many pro matches and where they know these things. I mean, it's like second nature.
Right.
It's not quite second nature for some of these players as of yet.
Right.
And again, getting into these tournaments and the leagues kind of prepares you for all of that.
Yes.
And
being sharply dressed and having referees hanging around.
Right. It just
it
gets the seasoning happening.
Time to get serious, Joshua says. Close to his work, pocket down the left-hand corner. Possibly going to go to a 10-2 game. Don't look at us. It seems like he looked at the commentator's booth as we are down in his line of vision, but blocked by monitors. But I got a little side open window here where I can see the table myself. Deer in the headlights right now. I'm staying still, and that 10 ball's not going to go in. It's going to get spotted as it falls into the side pocket. And we, once again, possibly looking at this match to end, and he calls the bank shot. He's long banking this. This guy is from Kentucky. He's an undercover shooter. Close and almost. It's the double shooting
the
bank.
double bubble on the spot now.
Wow.
Do you see? And again, there is no doubt that when John looks at this,
Yeah, he's going to realize.
he's gonna. If he doesn't realize it himself,
You got to.
He's going to listen to us
And he's
and
gonna-
commentate and think about that the next time he plays it. You know what I mean?
He's going to weigh his options out
That
next
is
time.
exactly what I
That's
was
what he
going to
has to
say.
do.
There are so many times.
You weren't going to say that. I didn't hear you say that.
You listen to my head.
I
That's
do.
why.
I got that kind of power.
That's what it is. You read my mind.
Wow. I could read it right now. Let me tell you, I'm on fire.
Then why are you sitting so close? No.
She's got a long machete. All right, there you go. And that's going to be the match right there, folks. You know what? 6 games that quick, and that's how it happens. We're going to end this recording. We're going to come back for a little while. Just give us a second.